Did you know that Finland has more saunas than cars? There are 3 million saunas in a country with just 5.5 million people, and nothing feels better after a hot Finnish sauna than sitting down with a bowl of Lohikeitto, which is Finnish salmon soup, which we are going to be making today with moe salmon. So keep on watching and I'll show you how it's done. What is up, everyone? My name is Alexandria and this is the Foreign Fork, where we are cooking one meal from every country in the world, and today we have something very exciting. We are making Lohikeitto from Finland, which is a salmon soup. It's made with leeks, potatoes, carrots, heavy cream. It is so delicious and actually very easy to make, so I'm going to walk you through the steps right now. First thing that we're going to do to start our recipe is to prepare our vegetables. Now we have to cut up our leeks, carrots, potatoes, and our white onion, and we're going to start with our leek. Now my recommendation is that leeks get very dirty very easily, and oftentimes if you cut into the layers, there's dirt in between them. So I would recommend cutting the end off of your leek, then running it under a lot of water to make sure that you get out any dirt that's sitting in between the layers.
You only need to cut up the bottom white part of the leek and make sure that you cut it up into very thin rounds.
Next, we're gonna cut up our carrots. This recipe calls for 2 carrots, so you can cut the ends off, peel them, and then cut them into rounds. For this recipe, we're gonna use 1/2 of a white onion. So take a white onion, cut it in half, and then we're going to finely dice it. Now some iterations of Lohikeitto do use white onion and leeks, and some versions use just white onion, so feel free to move forward with whatever your preference is. And we are going to clean and cube up 2 russet potatoes, so make sure that you peel them and cut them into bite-sized pieces. These are going to be on your spoon when you're eating, so make sure that they're small enough that they can fit on your spoon with all of the other yummy ingredients too. While you're prepping the rest of your vegetables, you may notice that your potatoes are starting to get brown. If that's the case, just fill your bowl with some water and it will keep the potatoes looking a beautiful color while you prep the rest of your ingredients. Finland is known for having very beautiful, pristine lakes, so freshwater fish is a very big deal there. In order to prepare our salmon fillets, we are going to use a sharp knife to cut the skin off of the bottom of the salmon, and then cut the salmon up into about 1/2 inch cubes. Look at the beautiful color on this salmon. It's actually gorgeous. Now that our ingredients are prepped and ready, it's time to cook our soup. So get out a medium sauce pot and put it over medium heat, and the first thing that we're gonna add is our unsalted butter. Make sure that your butter is fully melted. Add in your leeks, your carrots, and your white onion. While your vegetables are sauteing, you can also add in your salt and your pepper. Saute your vegetables for 3 or 4 minutes, and then we're gonna add in our liquid. I have some fish stock here, as well as our diced potatoes. We are going to add both of those into our pot, cover it with a lid, and allow it to simmer for about 10 minutes or so. Did you know that Finland is actually one of the happiest countries in the world, which I personally attribute to their love of nature, fresh food, and coffee? Finland actually drinks more coffee per person than any country in the world. Once your soup has simmered for about 10 minutes, it's time to add in our salmon. Take the salmon that you've cubed up and add it into the soup, as well as your heavy cream. Then you're gonna put the lid back on and simmer it for another 3 or 4 minutes until the potatoes and the salmon are cooked all the way through. It's time for our one final step, which is to add the dill. Finland loves dill, and you can bet that it's gonna be in a lot of their recipes. It gives such a beautiful and fresh flavor. So take your bunch of dill that you've chopped up and sprinkle it into the soup, replace the lid on the pan, and let it cook for another 1 minute until the dill softens. And that's it, your Lohikeitto is done. Let's scoop ourselves a nice warm bowl. I had so much fun making Lohikeitto with you, and this soup is delicious, so I can't wait for you to try it at home. If you need the instructions, they are in the description of this video, and don't forget to leave me a comment letting me know what you think when you make this soup. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to put some culture in your kitchen this week. There are 3.5 million, no, 3 million.